Nestflix, Peregrine Falcon Livestream has Australians glued to their screens. In an age where binge-watching dramas and comedies dominates online entertainment, Australians have found a surprising new obsession: a pair of peregrine falcons raising their chicks on a city skyscraper. The 24-hour livestream, humorously dubbed Nestflix by fans, has captivated the nation, transforming a humble nesting box into one of the country's most watched reality shows. From dawn to dusk, and often through the night, thousands of people tune in daily to watch the falcons soar, feed, and nurture their tiny, downy offspring. What began as a quiet conservation project has now become an internet phenomenon, sparking emotional connections, school projects, and even office competitions over when the chicks will take their first flight. The stars of the show, a sky-high family. The falcons, affectionately known by viewers as Mum and Dad Peregrine, have been nesting atop a Melbourne high-rise for several years. Conservationists originally installed the nesting box as part of an urban wildlife monitoring program, never expecting it to gain such public attention. Each breeding season, the pair return faithfully to the same site, performing elaborate aerial courtship displays before settling into their annual parenting duties. This year, however, something unexpected happened. The livestream camera, upgraded with high-definition lenses and night vision, went viral. Within days, thousands of Australians began tuning in to witness the falcons' daily routines, from egg incubation to the moment the first chick cracked its shell. The hatchings drew an audience bigger than some local television programs, as social media buzzed with screenshots, memes, and commentary under the hashtag Nestflix. A window into urban wildlife. Peregrine falcons, Falco peregrinus, are the world's fastest animals, capable of diving at speeds exceeding 300 km per hour. Yet despite their power and prestige as apex aerial predators, they face significant challenges in urban environments, from habitat loss to collisions with glass buildings. The Nestflix project, managed by a collaboration of local ecologists and the non-profit Urban Wildlife Alliance, was initially designed to study how falcons adapt to cityscapes. What surprised everyone was the public's overwhelming enthusiasm. "We thought maybe a few birdwatchers would follow the livestream," said Dr. Melissa Crane, the project's lead biologist. "But suddenly we were seeing tens of thousands of people tuning in daily. It became this wholesome shared experience during stressful times. People found comfort in watching these birds just live their lives." Dr. Crane explained that peregrine falcons have adapted remarkably well to urban areas, using skyscrapers as substitutes for cliffs. The ledges offer a safe vantage point for nesting, while the abundance of pigeons and starlings provides a steady food supply. "Cities like Melbourne and Sydney have inadvertently created the perfect falcon habitat," she added. "The only difference is, now the whole country is watching." When nature meets the internet. The livestream, hosted on YouTube and linked through several local news sites, quickly became more than just a conservation feed. Fans began giving nicknames to the chicks: Pebble, Zephyr, and Skylar, and cheering them on as they took their first wobbly steps. Comments sections were filled with heart emojis and words of encouragement, with viewers discussing feeding schedules and even parenting styles. Online communities blossomed overnight. A Facebook group titled Falcon Families of Australia gathered over 80,000 members in just 2 months. There, users share daily updates, video clips, and amusing observations. One popular post described how Dad Peregrine arrived at the nest with a half-eaten pigeon, looking very proud of his takeaway delivery. Teachers across Australia also integrated the livestream into their lessons, using it to teach biology, environmental science, and ecology. Some classrooms even held Nestflix parties, projecting the feed onto large screens so students could watch together. "I've never seen my students this engaged," said primary school teacher Hannah Vickers from Brisbane. "They're learning about food chains, animal behavior, and conservation, all while genuinely caring about the chicks. It's nature education disguised as entertainment." An unexpected emotional connection. Many viewers describe Nestflix as a source of comfort in uncertain times. After years of global crises and environmental anxiety, watching a small success story unfold high above the city brings hope. Every morning, the first thing I do is check the Nest, said retiree and livestream regular Peter Lang. I used to start my day with the news, now I start with the Falcons. It's peaceful. It reminds me that life goes on, that nature finds a way. Mental health experts have taken note of the phenomenon too. Psychologist Dr. Aisha Reynolds explains that wildlife livestreams can offer therapeutic benefits, reducing stress and promoting mindfulness. Watching animals behave naturally can have a calming effect similar to meditation, she said. You're focusing on something real, unfiltered, and present. It helps counteract the constant noise of digital life. Indeed, the Nestflix community often describes the experience as soothing television. There's no drama or violence, just patient parenting, gentle preening, and the occasional burst of wing-flapping chaos. And as viewers often joke, there are no commercials, unless you count a pigeon flying by. A viral phenomenon. The statistics are astonishing. Since its relaunch this year, the Peregrine livestream has accumulated over 12 million total views, with peak viewership during feeding hours rivaling some national news programs. Clips from the feed regularly trend on TikTok and Instagram, with short videos of the chicks stretching their wings or tussling over food gaining hundreds of thousands of likes. Even celebrities have chimed in. Australian actor Chris Hemsworth commented on one viral post, writing, "These little legends are the real action stars." As the hype grew, local businesses joined the fun. Cafes near the nesting site introduced Falcon lattes, while a bakery released a limited edition Nestflix pastry, filled with almond cream and dusted with powdered sugar feathers. City officials, too, have embraced the attention. The Melbourne Tourism Board is exploring ways to include the Falcons in future urban nature tours, promoting the idea that wildlife thrives even among skyscrapers. Science in the spotlight. Beyond entertainment, Nestflix has produced valuable scientific data. Researchers have used the livestream to observe parenting behaviors, prey choices, and nesting success rates without disturbing the birds. The continuous footage gives us insights that traditional fieldwork can't, explained ornithologist Drive Crane. For instance, we've documented precise feeding intervals, chick growth rates, and even subtle behavioral cues we never noticed before. Data gathered from the livestream has contributed to new papers on urban raptor adaptation. The footage also assists conservationists in protecting nesting sites across Australian cities. When one of the chicks appeared lethargic earlier in the season, volunteers were able to alert wildlife rescuers immediately thanks to the constant monitoring. The chick was examined, treated for dehydration, and successfully returned to the nest. It's a perfect example of science and community working hand in hand, said Dr. Crane. The public's involvement directly helped save a life. A lesson in conservation awareness. The success of Nestflix highlights a broader shift in how people engage with conservation. Rather than being passive observers, viewers have become active participants in protecting wildlife. Donations to the Urban Wildlife Alliance have surged since the livestream gained popularity, funding new nesting boxes in Sydney, Brisbane, and Adelaide. Plans are also underway to launch a Nestflix network, a series of live streams featuring different bird species across Australia, including kestrels, owls, and sea eagles. For many viewers, watching the falcons has also prompted reflection on human impact. When you see how fragile those chicks are, how dependent they are on clean air and food, it really hits home, said viewer Amanda Chow. You start to think about what kind of world we're leaving them, and us. The fledging moment. As weeks passed, the chicks grew rapidly, their fluffy white down giving way to sleek feathers. Fans watched breathlessly as they began testing their wings, hopping along the edge of the nesting box. Finally, On a bright October morning, the first fledgling took flight. The livestream chat exploded with cheers, emojis, and messages like, "She did it," and "Go Skylar, go." "It was like watching your own child ride a bike for the first time," said one fan. "We were all crying and clapping at our screens." The moment was replayed thousands of times, earning the clip a spot on nightly news broadcasts and trending on social media under the caption, "Skylar's first flight." Even after the young falcons left the nest, viewers continued to tune in, waiting for them to return. Many described a bittersweet feeling, pride mixed with emptiness. "It's strange," said Peter Lang. "You spend weeks watching them grow, and suddenly they're gone. But that's nature, and somehow, that makes it even more beautiful." The broader meaning. In a world dominated by fast-paced digital distractions, Nestflix stands out precisely because of its simplicity. There are no edits, no scripts, no sensationalism, just life, unfolding at its natural rhythm. It reminds us that not everything has to move at the speed of social media, said Dr. Reynolds. Sometimes the best stories are the slow ones, the ones that let you breathe. For Australia, the Peregrine livestream has become more than entertainment. It's a symbol of resilience, of wildlife coexisting with urban life, and of people reconnecting with the natural world through technology. A's Drive. Crane puts it, "We often think conservation is about protecting something distant, forests, reefs, or rainforests. But these falcons show us that nature is right here, sharing our skylines." What's next for Nestflix? The team behind the project plans to expand the initiative in 2026, installing additional cameras and improving audio to capture every chirp and wingbeat. They also aim to create educational content in collaboration with schools, helping students across the country learn from real-life wildlife footage. Next year, we might even have a Nestflix Junior for classrooms joke drive. Crane. We're building the next generation of nature lovers, one livestream at a time. As for the falcons, they're expected to return next breeding season, just as they have for years. When they do, tens of thousands of loyal fans will be ready, laptops open, hearts full, waiting to welcome them home. Because in Australia, Nestflix isn't just a livestream anymore. It's a shared story, one that bridges cities and skies, science and soul, humans and the wild. Epilogue. A new kind of screen time. As society debates the impact of endless screen time, Nestflix offers a refreshing counterpoint. It's proof that technology can deepen, rather than replace, our connection with the world around us. "Sometimes I think we've forgotten how to just watch," said teacher Hannah Vickers. "Not for the next episode, not for a punchline, but for life itself." These falcons taught us that. Answer: as the city lights glow below and the falcons rest high above, Australians keep watching, not because they have to, but because they want to. Because in those brief moments of feathered flight and parental care, they find something deeply human: wonder.